Oh, hey, folks. Good evening. It's about 7 o'clock right now, and I will cover the news with you. There is one thing very pertinent here. I will read it to you, and then we'll get on with the news. Iran State TV says draft deal with U.S. would reopen Hormuz shipping, end naval blockade. That's 1 hour ago. You will see gas take a massive plummet if it goes through. If not, we're going to stay up here at, $4.50 a gallon or $4. It came down today to somewhere around $4.10 a gallon here at cheapest. So let's go ahead and we'll cover the markets. NASDAQ was up and down all day. They're trying to factor in this Hormuz business. All right, so it's flat. No reason to mention it. It's flat. And the Dow, let's check oil prices. That's important. Oh, well, no, that one, I don't believe that one. I don't believe it because it gave me the wrong one. It's saying 78. That's not right. 89.62. It's up 1%. Although Brentwood crude is down 5.3% to $94.29. So I don't think it's going to make any difference at the pumps. I don't know. I don't know. Let's check out the Dow and see what the Dow, how it's digesting on the Dow. The Dow likes it. It's up 1/3 of 1% at 50,650. Let's see what the metals think of all this today. All of this up and down business. Okay, we've got silver's up 44 cents to $75.38, and gold is up $7 at 4,470. So it has made its way down under 4,500, and that is that. Now let's go ahead and get into the news, and we'll get you caught up here. Oh, here we go. Okay, hang on, what does it say here? Survey says life no longer, quote, fun, unquote, for half of Americans. All right. Well, honestly, I'm working 7 days a week right now. I don't know how long that will continue, but I sure do like making the money. So I can't tell you that I'm completely unpleased. MAGA claims another scalp. Paxton upsets Cornyn. I think it's in Texas. I'm not sure. Let's continue on here and get through this. Gingrich said it was a mistake to impeach Clinton. Jill, I guess the wife of Joe Biden, thought Joe Biden was having stroke during 24 debate. Well, that makes two of us at least, which is the reason why we couldn't vote for him. You know, a lot of us we didn't get a boner for Trump, but Biden was nothing more than a figurehead, and he was absolutely bonkers. Americans about to pay even more at grocery store. I've never felt poor before. Republicans stare down inflation abyss. Yeah, you better look and have a good look because we're going to be going into it. It looks like they're continuing to work on the White House. California man known for pro-Trump displays dies after assault outside his home. Not good, folks. Not good. Let's see what's going on here. Please, I'm not interested in that fragrance. Please. Okay, why is it not going there? It's important now. Let's see what's going on. Looks like it's a black guy. California man known for pro-Trump displays dies after assault outside of his home. Gary Sheridan, 69, died Sunday night after the assault. Wednesday in the San Diego area of Escondido. How would you like to have Trump up the ass sideways? You want that? Stop all this horse shit. Stop it. Because you're going to cause a boomerang effect and Trump will wind up winning. You better stop it. Don't blame us. We had an egghead in there who was having strokes. What did you want us to do? And then we got a hyena. So what were we supposed to do? Yeah, don't. It's like you Democrats. You wanted Trump in there in 2016. You wanted Trump. So do you know that one of the orangutans in there from that Great Adventure video from Coldplay, Adventure of a Lifetime, do you know that he could have beat Trump? But you decided to put a gay woman, a very pro-stance gay woman, who was unlikable. You couldn't even like her. Even if you tried to like Hillary Clinton, you couldn't like her because she was not likable. So you put her, folks, Trump was packing 15,000 people into his arenas. Hillary Clinton came down here and she couldn't even fill the library, for God's sakes. I'm not kidding you. You saw the whole thing. All right, let's figure this out here. All right, California man known for his patriotic and pro-Trump home decorations died after he was assaulted outside his house. He died Sunday night after the assault, north of San Diego. Thomas Caleb Butler, 32, was arrested last week on charges of attempted murder, elder abuse, criminal threats, and battery in connection with Sharon's death. He is being held without bail. Butler, also of Escondido, was arraigned Friday and pled not guilty. A message left at the number listed under a relative's name was not immediately returned. I'm just looking to make sure there's nothing else. Garcia accused Butler of striking Sharon once in the jaw after Sharon fell to the ground. Garcia said there were, quote, subsequent hits to the victim's head area. Garcia said it was unclear whether the men knew each other. I still don't understand this. I didn't get the memo here. But you folks better realize that you talk too badly about Trump, and you're going to wind up tilting the boat back to him sweeping again. Folks, this is the way you wanted it. You insisted on putting up a bull-dyke, unlikable woman to run against him in the first place in 2016. And then you gave us a laughing hyena to vote for. And then you wonder why we're so fucked up. You know what? We're done with this. Let's move on. New social scene swaps bars for $300 gym memberships. Smartphone sales tumbling. A doctor euthanizes man with IBD depression after evaluating him outside Tim Hortons. That's a donut shop, by the way. I think it's mostly in Canada, isn't it? I'm not sure they're here, maybe in Maine or something. Ontario man, that's in Canada, dies of MAID after being assessed outside Tim Hortons. In a second case, the same doctor failed to administer one of 3 drugs used in assisted deaths, and the patient resumed spontaneously breathing after being pronounced dead. A London, Ontario doctor who assessed a patient with inflammatory bowel disease and a history of mental health issues for MAID outside of Tim Hortons' location, and later personally drove the man to the place his life was ended, has agreed to a minimum 6-month supervision. In another case, Dr. James McLean failed to administer one of 3 drugs used in assisted death, one that paralyzes the body muscles, including the muscle involving breathing. The patient resumed spontaneous breathing again after initially being pronounced dead, and after McLean had already left the home. This is bizarre. As first reported Monday by the Globe and Mail, the doctor's case is raising new concerns about MAID's oversight and accountability. Who cares? Seriously, who cares? I mean, it's not good, don't get me wrong. It's certainly not good. But let's figure out what is going on here. Let's get back to Drudge and we'll close this out. I think we only have a couple more stories. Okay, what is this? More horse shit for us to digest, huh? Are the white medical teams coming for us? Is that what's ahead here? Contagion of conspiracy theories makes Ebola epidemic harder to contain. I see. Well, better that we all just submit to whatever you have in store for us, right? What will it be this time? 3 or 4 years? In our houses until you tell us it's safe to come out. What will it be? Trump to ship potentially sick Americans to Kenya. Uganda orders immediate closure of border. Breakneck epidemic outpaces response. Deadliest on record? Question mark. China testing state surveillance model abroad. Matthew Perry, that was a guy from Friends or whatever. He was fucking around with drugs, serious ones. The assistant sentenced 3 years for giving fatal ketamine dose. Google employee charged with using inside info to make $1 million on Polymarket. Europe starting to think Putin will expand war beyond Ukraine. Enormous American flag draped over Hoover Dam as Lake Mead endures severe drought. Yellowstone wolf pups face particularly lethal virus. Young people throwing parties to celebrate boob jobs and rhinoplasty. So we've made it. Take care, folks, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Subscribe, B-No-One. If it's important, I will get in contact with you. Believe me, quickly. Bye.